Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Shion Stitches, and today we are going to be doing the Celestial Cap, Sutana Cap, Fila Sele, like some people call it. A lot of people have been requesting for this video, and that's why I'm putting this up. And all we need is just our round head measurement. That's all. So the first thing you want to do is you want to cut out a round shape, and to do that you're going to fold your fabric into two, just like I've done. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get what exactly I want. I don't want the cap to be too big, and I don't want it to be small either. So what I'm doing is I just need 10 inches all around, and that is what I'm trying to get at this point. And don't forget, we are trying to get a circle shape, which means we are going to be folding into another two, making 4. So after folding, I'm arranging now, just arranging, making sure my fabric is properly laid. And now I want to start marking. By marking out our 10 inches all around. So what you're going to do is you just mark 10 inches all around plus ½ inch sewing allowance. That allowance is what you're going to use. That is what you're going to use in connecting to the band. It has a band, obviously. So you're just going to add ½ inch. This size is actually an average one, but it's not too big though, but it's big enough. So I'm just going to mark my 10 inches all around plus ½ inch sewing allowance. So I'm actually marking 10.5 inches round. Put that out. And after cutting this out, all we need is just our band. It's a very simple project. Just need our band. And for some people actually make use of two circle shapes like they used to. There's another one they use in lining it, but it depends. There are some people who use just one, but for this client I'm going to be using a double cap. So I'm going to be cutting two different circle shapes. So I'm notching it just to know where to pleat. You're going to understand when I start pleating. It's just for me to know how to count my pleats when I'm pleating to the band. So now the next thing I want to do is I want to cut another shape exactly like this. Remember I said it's 2. And one other thing you need to know is some people actually add stay to their cap. So if you really want to add stay, at this point you're just going to iron your stay to this cap. I actually ironed on stay at the I ironed on stay off camera, not stay, paper stay. I ironed paper stay to hit off camera because the person requested it. So it's a matter of choice, you don't have to, but I think some people just want that fitting cap, that will just sit on your head properly, no shaking, no dangling, no dropping. So that's the reason for this stay. So I'm just using this to cut out another shape that I'm going to be using just to give it a kind of more volume, I think, just to give it more volume. So I'm just going to be doing 2 of these, and I'm just going to sew it together. The 2 pieces, I'm just going to sew it together before placing to the band. If you like, you can do just 1 piece, and if you like, you can make it double. It's a matter of choice, like I said. So I have my 2 pieces already. So we're just going to sew all around it, and then we're going to pleat it to the band. And to prepare the band, you just need the height of your band and the length, whatever you think you want as the band height. I mostly do 2.5 inches plus sewing allowance. I make it 3 inches by my round head measurement. Then you want to open up this way and sew your sewing allowance, and just set that aside. So now is the pleating time. So what you're just going to do is you want to pin down your pleats so you don't run out of pleats at the end of the day, or you don't have excess after pleating. So you just want to pin down to the band, and at this point the band is facing up, the right side is facing you, and the cap itself, the right side is facing you as well. So you're just going to go ahead and keep on pleating. At this point I pleated and repleated, pleated and repleated, because that's the reason I actually notched. So because you notched, you can just assume, okay, you want 3 pleats per notch space distance, the distance between one notch to another notch. You can decide to do 3, 4, 5, 6 pleats. So that was why I actually notched. So it's as simple as that. You just want to keep notching until you exhaust the whole fabric, until you exhaust everything, like until you pleat everything into the band. After that, this is what you're going to have. You can see. So what the next thing you want to do is you just want to turn the band over. You want to turn the band over and pleat and sew it over the rough edges, because you don't want any opening. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pin it down for you to see before sewing. So I've pinned it down, I've covered the rough edges, so I've pinned it down. So I'm going to go ahead and sew. So now I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and start sewing. So I've sewn it already, I've sewn it, and this is what it looks like, and we are almost done. The only thing left for us to do is just to get an elastic band. We're just going to get the big one, and we want to be placing it on that part where we have our joining. So you just want to cut out like 3.5 inches to 4 inches of elastic band, and you want to place it this way, as you can see in the video, and sew it down. Remember to stretch it while sewing. This will just make it easy for you to put on the cap. So this is the end of the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe. It means a lot.